Hey BookTube, welcome back. I'm Winx and the ink I'm talking about today is kind of a Friday reads because it is Friday and I will tell you what I'm reading, but mostly I have a very exciting announcement and a very fun related story. So just to get it out of the way, I am currently reading Ship of Destiny by Robin Hobb. This is the final book in the Lifeship Traders trilogy. I am loving the trilogy so far and I'm really excited to see how all of these different storylines come to an end and wrap up. And yeah, things are very dramatic right now in this world of the Lifeship Traders, and it should be very good. But as most Robin Hobb books are, this one is gigantic, and I am just at the beginning, so this will definitely be my only read for the rest of the weekend and going into next week. I do plan on participating in Dewey's 24-hour readathon, so that probably will give me a boost in how much I actually get read this weekend, but I still by no means expect to actually finish it, so that is going to be my only read for the foreseeable future. On to the exciting announcement. Some of you have seen this already on social media, but Mosa and I have officially welcomed a new kitty into our lives. Her name is YT, which stands for Yours Truly, and yes, that is a reference to the character from Snow Crash by Neil Stephenson. If you have not read that, I highly recommend it. It's very good. YT is a gorgeous, fluffy Lynx Point Siamese kitty, and so far she and Mosa are actually doing really well. I sort of set up my apartment in preparation for any sort of worst case scenario I could think of, but so far they are doing way better than I expected. Mosa has been a little bit scared. She went and hid in the closet in here. That is sort of her go-to place whenever she's not sure of a situation or just doesn't feel safe. So I expected that and sort of set up this room to have her box in it and her food and water so I could close the door and have them separated for a while. YT got out of her carrier and just immediately started exploring the place, tail up, all the confidence in the world. She has not been one bit scared since she got here and has pretty much just settled right in, so that's great. At one point in time, Mosa did come out of the office for about half an hour. YT was taking a nap in the kitty tower that I have out in the living room, and Mosa just sort of sat right outside of the office and at a point where she could watch YT from a distance. And that was going really well, but YT did wake up and hop down off the tower, which was a little too sudden for Mosa's liking, so Mosa did floof up and hiss a little bit there. But I put her back in the office and she calmed down and got some pets and treats and stuff, so that has been the only hiss moment, and I think she was honestly just more startled than anything else. So considering it's the first day, I am so proud of both of them. They are doing fantastic. But the best part of this is my story with YT, so settle in and let me tell you the tale. Back in 2011, I was officially living in Portland with my kitty Dargo, and my friend and coworker at the time asked if I would be interested in becoming roommates. I agreed, we moved in, and after a few more months, she decided that she had interest in getting a kitty of her own. So Genevieve, the aforementioned roommate, and I went to the shelter, and Genevieve found this cute little kitty of her own. She adopted her, I became the honorary godmother, and this kitty was named YT. YT surprised us in that she did not appear to originally be fluffy, but after a few months of living with us, she poofed up and was this adorable, snuggly floof monster. I tend to call her Yeti since it's not a far jump from YT, and she kind of looks like a Yeti if a Yeti was a kitty. Yes, she is adorable. She, Genevieve, Dargo, and I all lived together for about 2 years, and I absolutely loved this kitty. In fact, she is one of the kitties featured in my Sherlockian kitty tattoos. If you didn't see that video, I will link it up here and down there. You can check it out. Basically, one of my legs is tattooed with YT posing as Mary Russell, and the other one is tattooed with Dargo posing as Sherlock Holmes. They are two of my favorite tattoos that proudly declare my love of Sherlock, Mary Russell, and all things kitties. So after these couple years that we were moving together, it was time for Genevieve to go off on her own various adventures, and she and YT moved to Vermont, which is on the opposite side of the country from me. Of course, I was very sad for a while, and I essentially mourned YT. I figured that since she was living on the opposite side of the country, chances of me ever seeing her again in real life were pretty slim. Fast forward another couple years to about a month ago when I was texting with Genevieve. Fun fact about Genevieve is that she has all kinds of adventures. I think it's kind of hilarious that the two of us ended up being friends and roommates because we have very opposite feelings on those sorts of lifestyles. I never like to leave my home, and I like having everything planned out to the smallest detail, and she is more just like a leaf in the wind, goes off on adventures and has all kinds of fun. Both I think are valid life choices, but just amusing that we somehow crossed paths and had this whole friendship. But because she is often off on these adventures, she was worried that YT might not be as happy as she could be and asked if I had any interest in taking her in permanently. This was obviously a pretty big deal for me, so Genevieve and YT traveled across the country back to Portland. I agreed to take her in, and as of this morning, she is in my apartment, back in my life, and I am so excited to get to be her kitty parent once again and see how she and Mosa interact. So far, like I said, it's going so well. I am very optimistic. I think they will be cuddling and best friends before we know it, and I just, you guys are gonna get spammed by so many kitty pictures. Yeah, if you unfollow me, I understand. It's gonna be ridiculous. Anyway, so that is my story and my news and whatever Friday reads thing. Let me know down in the comments what you guys are up to, if you have been checking out all the pictures I've been posting and want to squee with me about how adorable YT is and how excited you are about YT and Mosa. Let's do it. Thank you guys for watching. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you'd like to see more. I hope you all are having a great start to the weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!